Morning. It is time for our daily lectionary reading for Tuesday, October 18th. And today we've got for you, we're Psalm 39. We started that today, right? Job 28, 12 to 29, 10. And in Revelation, we've got another day in Revelation, 8, 1 to 5. So Psalm 39, it is a prayer for wisdom and forgiveness. It says to the leader, to Jeduthun. I think I talked about this yesterday. He was one of the singers, the musicians in charge of the singers. He is specifically mentioned in the Bible in a couple of places, so we know that. All right, let's just go with it. Said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I will keep a muzzle on my mouth as long as the wicked are in my presence. I was silent and still. I held my peace to no avail. My distress grew worse. My heart became hot within me. While I mused, the fire burned, and then I spoke with my tongue. Lord, let me know my end. What is the measure of my days? Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a few hand's breadths, and my lifetime is as nothing in your sight. Surely everyone stands as a mere breath. Surely everyone goes about like a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. They keep up and do not know who will gather. And now, O Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the scorn of the fool. I am silent. I do not open my mouth, for it is you who have done it. Remove your stroke from me. I am worn down by the blows of your hands. You chastise mortals in punishment for sin, consuming like a moth what is dear to them. Surely everyone is a mere breath. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear to my cry. Do not hold your peace in my tears, for I am your passing guest, an alien like all my forebears. Turn your gaze away from me that I may smile again before I depart and am no more. All right, Job 28, 12, and then we're going to chapter 29, 10. But where shall wisdom be found, and where is the place of understanding? Mortals do not know the way to it, and it is not found in the land of the living. The deep says, it is not in me, and the sea says, it is not with me. It cannot be gotten for gold, and silver cannot be weighed out as its price. It cannot be valued in the gold of Ophir and precious onyx or sapphire. Gold and glass cannot equal it, nor can it be exchanged for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of coral or of crystal. The price of wisdom is above pearl. The chrysolite of Ethiopia cannot compare with it, nor can it be valued in pure gold. Where then does wisdom come from? And where is the place of understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all living and concealed from the birds of the air. Abaddon and death say, we have heard a rumor of it with our ears. God understands the way to it, for he knows its place. And he looks to the ends of the earth and he sees everything under the heavens. When he gave to the wind its weight and apportioned out the waters by measure, when he made a decree for the rain and a way for the thunderbolt, then he saw it and declared it. He established it and searched it out. And he said to mankind, truly, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Job again took up his discourse and said, oh, that I were as in the months of old, as in the days when God watched over me, when his lamp shone over my head, and by his light I walked through darkness. When I was in my prime, when the friendship of God was upon my tent, when the Almighty was still with me, and when my children were around me, when my steps were washed with milk, and the rock poured out for me streams of oil. When I went out to the gate of the city, when I took my seat in the square, the young men saw me and withdrew. The aged rose up and stood. The nobles refrained from talking and laid their hands on their mouths. The voices of princes were hushed, and their tongues stuck to the roof of their mouths. Oh, Abaddon. Abaddon and death. And I think we've had Abaddon references, and I don't think I ever explained Abaddon. Abaddon is used for the place of destruction, as well as the being who does the destroying. Um, so it could be a place or a person. Just like Sheol is used for the place of the dead, Abaddon is the place, right? So it's destruction and death. Um, and then we have Job. We have tomorrow. Take a quick look tomorrow. We're jumping ahead a little bit. But Job starts his defense, his discourse, and he says he's reminiscing for the days when he was respected, when uh, everything went well, when God watched over him, protected him, is the way he's looking at it. And he's longing for those days. All right, Revelation 8, 1 to 5. The seventh seal and the golden censer. When the Lamb opened up the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. And I saw the seven angels who stand before God, and seven trumpets were given to them. Another angel with a golden censer came and stood at the altar. He was given a great quantity of incense to offer with the prayers of all the saints on the golden altar that is before the throne. And the smoke of the incense, with the prayer of the saints, rose before God from the hand of the angel. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire from the altar and threw it on the earth. And there was peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. Um, the sevens in Revelation, seven seals, also have, if you it starts off John to the seven churches that are in Asia. When he writes specifically to the seven churches, that's how the book of Revelation starts. To Ephesus, to Smyrna, to Pergamum, to Sardis, to Thyatira, to Philadelphia, Laodicea. It has specific messages for each of them, and then he gets into this vision. And as I said before, you can ask 10 biblical scholars about the meanings of Revelation, and you'll get 15 answers. Um, because it's an apocalypse, it's a revelation. I know it just sounds like I'm regurgitating the same word. I think I talked about this yesterday. Apocalyptic literature is not about the end of the world so much as it's something that has been revealed. It's a vision that has been revealed to the writer. Dreams and visions, and how they get interpreted can be so problematic, which is part of what's going on with Revelation. When he starts with the seven churches, though, that tends to make us think that this is specifically for those seven churches. Um, there is a school of thought that because it is directed, the first part is directed to these seven churches, that the events listed in Revelation already happened. That is not telling the future. It's telling about the persecution done under Nero uh, to the church. Um, makes a lot of sense when it starts with the seven. But anyway, but a lot of times with these seven seals, we have seven churches. Seven is the Hebrew number for divine perfection. God created the world in 7 days, kind of thing. Completion in a divine sense. That's actually what perfection really means in the Bible. To be perfect is to be made whole. All right, that's enough rambling for today. That's our lectionary readings for Tuesday, the 12th. The 12th. See you guys later.